President Trump following through on his America First trade policies. 2 weeks from today, the president's tariffs on steel and aluminum imports officially go into effect. Mexico and Canada will be exempt while NAFTA is being renegotiated. He's creating some leverage here. And the president says there is some wiggle room for our allies. Sounds like a negotiating tool, if you ask me. But there are still some Republican lawmakers who are very concerned about these tariffs, including my next guest, Republican Congressman from Kansas, Kevin Yoder. Congressman, welcome.
Yeah, thanks for having me on the show.
So you don't want the tariffs?
Well, I think, first of all, you're championing the jobs report today and the economy, and it's such exciting news. And I think we're all excited about the jobs that are being created. 313,000 new jobs last month alone, the lowest unemployment in 18 years. And that's a direct impact from the president's economic agenda with lower taxes. And we passed the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. That's creating jobs. It's reducing the tax burden on Americans. And then you also have been talking about the regulatory environment. Businesses are just relieved that they don't have to worry about the boot of the federal government coming down on them. They actually have a chance to grow and create jobs.
Good news.
The tariff policy comes forward. Yeah, so the tariff policy comes forward, and we have some concerns that that might slow the economy a little bit. That might have a negative impact. And I think we all want to bring steel and aluminum jobs back to America. But what we don't want is to see that have a negative impact on jobs in other sectors. For example, in manufacturing, many manufacturing jobs depend on steel and aluminum. In my own district, we have a GM plant. We make cars here. 2,200 jobs depend on that market. So, we have 6.5 million jobs in America that are in manufacturing.
I've heard this argument a lot over the last several days, so I'm going to challenge it here. Yeah. I want to ask you this question. I was talking to Congressman Duffy last night, and, he's been wrestling with this in terms of, liking some parts of it, maybe not liking other parts of it. But he had a very good point. He was talking about Harley-Davidson, and the cost is going to increase a little bit for Harley-Davidson to make its motorcycles there in Wisconsin. But he did say, if Donald Trump can negotiate better trade deals with all of these countries, then our Harley-Davidsons from Wisconsin are not going to be anywhere near as expensive in China or India or other places that are imposing heavy, heavy tariffs on those goods. So if you go around the world and you renegotiate these deals and you say, hey, India, you can't charge that kind of tax or tariff on a Harley-Davidson, Harley-Davidson ought to be able to stomach a little bit of a higher price for the steel and aluminum that's going to go into the motorcycle. Right?
Well, I think that's one segment of the conversation, and we need to really embrace renegotiating these trade agreements to make them American trade agreements that are good for American workers. I think what we're also afraid of is potential trade wars. In Kansas, we're the biggest wheat producer in America. Our biggest purchaser of Kansas wheat is Mexico. And they're the country we import the fourth most amount of steel from Mexico. And so when we saw the president exclude Mexico and Canada this week,
you can't just send as much wheat as you want to Mexico, right? Because Mexico has quotas. We don't have any quotas on whatever comes up, from the border from Mexico. We don't do that to them, but they do that to us. So, Congressman, don't you want to see that change so that you can send as much wheat as you want?
Of course, we want better trade deals, but we just don't want to get into a trade war. And I think,
well, you got to have some leverage in all this, right? You can't just ask for stuff. You got to threaten.
We saw already with China when the president put a tariff on solar panels and washing machines that they put higher tariffs on sorghum. So I've had sorghum producers, they produce Milo in Kansas, a lot of it, who the prices dropped. That affects their livelihood. Already in agriculture, we're 5 years from, 5 years ago, the prices have been cut in half. So farmers are making half what they're making 5 years ago. So, the point here isn't to say that we are against these better trade deals. We're for better trade deals. Good. We just want to make sure that we're working hand in hand with the president to think about all the downstream impacts on farmers and manufacturers. And so I think the president's certainly listening to our voices from folks like places like Kansas. And you saw already them modifying and creating some exemptions this week. So it's not in any way opposition to the president's agenda. It's just to say, hey, let's make sure in this conversation we're not forgetting that there are exporters that depend on these things as well.
I do. I think you're going to be all right. I don't think you're going to be looking at Smoot-Hawley all over again. I think it's actually going to be okay. but stay on it. Thank you so much.
And I think that's because the president's listening to us and working with us, and that's great. And that's why I think he's doing a good job. So thanks for having me on the show.
Good to have you here, Congressman Yoder.